Hey, big changes going on here, and if you visit regularly, you will immediately notice one of them. Yep, the 39 Hudson is gone, and a little 47 Renault Juva is standing in its place, or what's left of it. The strange little car that I didn't plan on buying now has the place of honor here in my forest shop. So what's going on then? Where did the 39 Hudson go? Well, before I tell you, I just have to share an important insight that came to me recently, and it has relevance, so please bear with me. Did you know that most men die before the age of 40? Okay, now hang on, that's wrong. Men and women. So let me rephrase that. Many men and women die before the age of 40. After that, they merely exist, and then we bury them at 80 or whatever. Don't give up on your dreams, man. Never, ever don't give up on your dreams. You know, so many people I meet would rather just look for excuses not to do something rather than focus on finding solutions for all the little challenges in life. Not enough money, not enough time, too young, too old, too decrepit, health problems, the list goes on and on and on. But you know what? Where there is a will, there is a way. All of those challenges can be overcome. If you go out there, you will find a role model that has overcome every single problem you can think of. Now, I don't normally like to talk about my own problems and my personal challenges, and I definitely don't want to blow my own horn. It's just not the way I am. But in the hope of inspiring someone, I have decided to use myself as an example. So a few years ago, I was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer. First I had radiation for a month, which was a horrible business, and then a major surgery to unpack all of my guts and remove a 1-foot section of my colon. And then after that, they kitted me out with a permanent stoma. If you don't know what that is, I'll just ask Google. I'm not going to show you. Let's just say that I have not been to a toilet in more than 3.5 years. So 1 year after that op, I had another surgery, and this time to sort out a major blockage in my guts. Now that business nearly killed me. I lost so much weight that I was, how do they say it? A shadow of my former self. I experienced major complications. I had to work through some really bad shit. But I don't want to linger on that. As I sit here today, the cancer is in remission, for which I am extremely thankful. And I've learned to live with the limitations of the stoma and the effects of what the clever dudes call a peristomal hernia. Big word. So I am now excluded from activities that requires the heavy use of the stomach muscles, and those are more than what you would think, eh? But now I just work around it and I make a plan to get certain things done. You know, SOS, man. Slower, older, so we have to be smarter. I'm also in constant pain every waking hour of every single day. My feet are fucked, constantly burning, a serious case of neuropathy. That's the fancy word for damaged nerve endings, a permanent side effect of chemotherapy, something I will never do again. And like the feet is not enough, I also have a permanent pain in my gut from a business called a stoma stenosis. Sounds like a medical class. Yeah, the Silverman doctors and plumbers are talking about cutting a small hole in my block and sticking a camera in there to see what's going on. I don't know, we'll see what happens. And let's not talk about age-related wear and tear. I turned 65 a few days ago, and the only benefit of that is that I now officially qualify for pensioner discounts here in South Africa. So with all of that going on, I probably have enough excuses to pack it in, go sit on my ass all day long, lose all meaning, feel sorry for myself, and basically wait to die. But I can't and I won't. I still have too many dreams I need to create, I have shit to do. And I also have to make coffee for the swimmer in the mornings. So this business here, it's got everything to do with my addiction, and the urge have become so great that I need to do something about it. See, I'm addicted to building stuff, to create what was not there before, and to exercise this muscle by figuring out things. And I basically got bored of just painting and bolting stuff together. And that's pretty much where I am with the Hudson at the moment. All the designing and creating is pretty much done. And the challenge is kind of over for me. And please excuse all the noises in the background. It's blowing a gale out there. So branches are scraping on my tin roof. And loose things are rattling in the wind. Yeah, my dilapidated building, eh? So the 47 Juva body is standing here now, and I didn't sell the Hudson or anything stupid like that. I just moved it into this adjacent bay right there. This space was just used mostly for storage, parts and engines and all kinds of stuff. And I figured it's time for a change. Let's rearrange things and make the space more usable. This old 37 Chevy was also in there, but it's now temporarily pushed out here. Busy putting up a roof out here, slowly, as time and money and available muscles permit. And once the roof is up, that Chevy can come join its older brother. That one right there. Yeah, starting to think I might never build this car. Who knows, I might make it available for sale one of these days. If you are in South Africa and you are interested, make me an offer I can't refuse. Now the Juva is right here, so I can start satisfying my creative urges. I guess you can say it's the start of a new project. And the Hudson is just around the corner. So does this mean I'm going to become like certain people on YouTube who never finishes a project? Well, my track record suggests otherwise. Every single car we built on this channel was completed, and there are numerous videos of them being used and being driven. So I am not intending to break that record, I promise. The plan is to alternate between the Hudson and the Juva, so I can plug away at this until I get bored and then go over to the Juva to stall those creative urges. So listen, you oaks, I have one more important thing to say. I did not offer my little story and my little personal problems to invoke any sympathy. So if you do express some, I'm going to be seriously pissed off with you. I have so many blessings in my life. I count them every day. And counting blessings is an important thing to do as well. So I'll say it again. I offered my little story in the hope of inspiring someone to overcome their challenges and hopefully assist them in pursuing their dreams. You are, however, allowed to belatedly congratulate me on my recently acquired pensioner discount status. Pensioner? What the fuck? I'm not getting any pension from nobody. Only old people are pensioners. I can still do a good day's work. It just takes me 3 days to do it now. And retirement? To retire is to die. It's a one-way trip to insignificance. I will retire from retirement. I will retire when they put me in a pine box. Yes, so one of these days we're going to make a start on the most exciting chapter in the nearly 80 years of this little funny French car's existence. We're going to visualize a paradigm shift for the 47 Juva. I can't wait. Until then, as always, have a lucky one, and remember,
whatever makes you happy, it just depends on you. So think a little bigger and dream.